Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Wi-Fi battle. Today we have two more matches for you today, so let's get started right away. So I'm gonna face off against Felix today here, and he's gonna start off with a Dragon Knight. So as always, I'm gonna start off with Tyranitar to get the Sandstorm in. Also, it helps in with Dragon Knight's ability, multi-scale, which if you guys don't know is a hidden ability, and also it halves the damage that Dragon Knights take. Yeah, so I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. It would have been twice as effective against the Dragon Knight, however it does miss, so that's unfortunate on my part. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out of there into my Aerodactyl, because the Aerodactyl has the Ice Fang. Also, it is flying, so it won't take the Earthquake that the Dragon Knight will go for most likely again. Excuse me. So now he goes out into his Rhyperior, and I go ahead and Mega Evolve, because that's the only chance I have, at least to make this Aerodactyl useful. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead for an Ice Fang. I think it does a decent amount of damage. It is super effective, however Rhyperior is very bulky. So I'm gonna go on ahead and switch out real quick, because Rhyperior is gonna be carrying a stab boosted rock move, obviously. So he's gonna go for Rock Wrecker, which is a new move that I never heard of before. It's gonna be able to take out my Tyranitar. Apparently it's sort of like a Hyper Beam, except in like rock form. So okay, that's alright. I'm gonna go into my Heliolisk again. I didn't think that it would kill, but it didn't really matter. Rhyperior must be recharged. That's good for me. I can just go for another Surf and finish off the Rhyperior. And he has two Pokemon now. And we're about even, however I think I still have the upper advantage right now. He does go ahead and switch out into Dragonite. I can easily switch out back into Aerodactyl, and the most likely move that he went for was an Earthquake. However, he did a nice prediction play, and he just go ahead and Dragon Danced up, and I hate Dragon Danced Dragonite so much, especially when I don't have a counter to that. Anyway, but I do have an Aerodactyl, and he is able to live a Dragon Claw from Dragonite, and then it's successfully able to kill it. Good riddance. That's all I can say. And now he sends out his Charizard. No matter what, my Aerodactyl is gonna outspeed. So, and also my Aerodactyl carries that Rock Slide, so it is gonna be able to finish it off if the Rock Slide hits. And so he gets out the Sun, and yes, it's a Charizard Y, which is great, because if actually it was a Charizard X, my Rock Slide wouldn't have killed actually. So I could have went for an Ice Fang. But yeah, good game to Felix, and that's how it ended up. Nice. I mean, most people were carrying like Charizard Ys, and yeah, that was good. Anyway, I'm gonna face Dr. Clock here. He's gonna bring in an interesting team. Of course, he starts off with a Mewtwo, and I go out with a Tyranitar. And now we've all seen this match before, especially if you've been following my channel, subscribing to it, watching all the Wi-Fi battles. You know how this is gonna turn out. Mewtwo's gonna Aura Spear, Tyranitar's gonna survive with a little bit of HP, or a lot in this case, and Mewtwo's gonna die. But no, that's not the case, because my Tyranitar flinched. And look at that. It's a surprise to all of us. I mean, these are the rare chances that a Mewtwo wins against a Tyranitar, when Mewtwo gets a hack. Either flinch or a crit would do it. So anyway, I go into my Heliolisk, and I do a Dark Pulse. It's not enough to defeat the Mewtwo. However, my Heliolisk could take the Psychic, even though it's stab boosted, because apparently Heliolisk have just this natural high special defense, and we'll be able to take out that Mewtwo like that. And so there are just more counters to Mewtwo than just my Tyranitar on my team, which is great. This is how I figured it out. Well, I did bring in the Heliolisk just in case, because Heliolisk can do a lot on my team. He has a lot of typing coverage on my Sandstorm team especially. Now he's gonna go to Mawile. I'm obviously gonna switch out, because I would want to keep the Heliolisk for later. And I think here he goes for a sucker punch, which is an okay move, assuming that I would attack into him, but I didn't. And now he goes for a switch out here. Maybe trying to set up or something. I mean, I'm gonna go for the Thunder Wave. Obviously, I mean, if I was him, I would have stayed in with him with his Mawile and went for a fighting attack move just to try to kill my Ferrothorn. Excuse me. Anyway, so I get the Parahax, and this is sort of funny because Gorbeast, you know, is a Pokemon that needs to set up, so he gets all of his attack stats move, and he's carrying a white herb, which puts his stats back to normal, thereby allowing my Heliolisk to just kill it, which is weird on his part. Maybe he thought like white herb was a status cure or something, but no, I think that's a Chesto Berry, I believe. But yeah, that was pretty funny, and yeah, not thinking on his part. Maybe he was afraid of Intimidate. Who knew? But anyway, Mawile goes for the play rough here, and this is where me rushing this Ferrothorn into the April friendly is gonna cost me, because the Rocky Helmet is not on the Ferrothorn, which means it's gonna do less damage and basically take a longer time for this Mawile to go down. But eventually, with Leech Seed and all these moves, I do get to whittle him down. Here he gets a lucky crit here. It doesn't really matter. Had I had that Rocky Helmet, this Mawile would have gone down much quicker. But anyway, yeah, that Gorebeast was sort of funny. But yeah, yeah, maybe he was afraid of Intimidate or something. I don't know. But yeah, my Heliolisk was able to take it down, so that was good. Here I am just going for a Protect until I can recover. Until I could recover enough health so that I could live another Iron Head. So I'm just gonna keep going for the Protect, because the Mawile might go for a Sucker Punch, and like, you know, why risk it when I can just keep going for Protect, and obviously the Leech is gonna be draining him. So it is obvious at this point that the Mawile is not running fighting type move. That's the reason why he switched out. He wanted to basically set up and then switch in and stuff like that, but you know, doesn't work out. So I'm gonna continue protecting. At this point, I could have easily power whipped and killed the Mawile, but I'm playing it safe and just protecting. I mean, I do still have the Heliolisk in the back, so yeah, just in case something goes wrong, I think I would be able to kill it. So if I had the Rocky Helmet, I would have been able to finish the Mawile there, but it didn't really matter because the Leech Seed would have finished the Mawile anyway. So good game to those two. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more of these videos. It really helps me out, and thank you guys for so much the support that you gave me. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.